fat gain, low energy, skin issues, fatigue. So many things could be fixed if we just addressed our gut. Over 2,000 years ago, Hippocrates, a great philosopher, he stated that all disease starts in the gut, and it is so true and apparent in this day and age. I strongly believe that over 70% of us, because we're bombarded from pesticides, environmental toxins, and bad food, I should say, all that stuff is causing a plethora of health issues, right? It's making it harder for us to burn fat. It's making it harder for us to have high energy. So let's address it with these 5 powerful ways you can up-level your gut health. It's super effective, super simple, and you guys can fix it if you just follow these 5 powerful pillars. Hello friends, my name is Christian Van Camp, a holistic lifestyle and performance coach. And in this video today, we're gonna unfold 5 key things that you can put in your arsenal every single day to support you in your gut health, nutritional components, and so much more. So let's just hop right in. Let's go full throttle into this, because a lot of us are dealing with this chronically, right? And it's something that we don't wanna live with. So let's address it with something as simple as our gut health, okay? So number 1 is start eliminating the things that are your trouble items, the trouble foods. What are they? Well, a lot of times it's fast food. It's things that are just microwavable meals, things loaded up in horrible ingredients, lab-made ingredients, right? So number 1 thing you can do is start eliminating things, right? And this includes, a plethora of toxic ingredients, from vegetable oils, canola, safflower, sunflower. They're extremely oxidizing and they're not good for our gut wall. They cause bloating and so much more. They're not meant to be consumed in the amounts they are today by humans. So vegetable oils, cut those out. Any ingredients that seem very suspicious in the way you read them, right? A lot of times they're highly processed and our body is kind of like, oh, what do we do with this? On top of that, remove trouble food items containing high amounts of gluten and gliadin. This could be conventional wheat products. They're also sprayed with the pesticide glyphosate. Glyphosate, look it up if you aren't familiar with this. It's the common ingredient found in Roundup. Worldwide, it's pretty much illegal. It's illegal in Europe, it's illegal in Mexico, it's illegal in Russia, and so many other countries, because it's been proven time and time again to cause cancer, destroy the microbiome. So glyphosate is a big no-no. It's laced in all of our food that is non-organic. So if you're eating non-organic food, start eating organic. Eliminate these trouble foods and I guarantee you're gonna start feeling better. Glyphosate's a no-go. Pesticides, right? So start opting for the organic. Any of the ingredients that you can't pronounce is a good way to go. Obviously, there's things you can pronounce that are not as deleterious, but that's a good metric to follow. And this also includes things like added sugars or highly processed sugars that are wreaking havoc on your gut microbiome. So take advantage of starting off with elimination before you start focusing on addition. So the next thing is addition, and this is including a diverse array of fibers coming from fruits and vegetables. I'm a big fan of Ayurveda. If you aren't familiar with Ayurveda, it's an ancient 5,000-year-old medical system that's or health system, I like to say, that's extremely potent from India, originating from India. And they're really big on cooking their food. So I'm not a huge proponent of a lot of raw foods. Occasionally it's okay, but I think they're a little bit harder to digest and assimilate, like raw broccoli, for instance, a little bit hardier, right? Or even Brussels sprouts. Would you eat raw Brussels sprouts? Probably not. That'd be farting for days, right? So cook your foods, steam them lightly. That helps immensely, okay? This also can cook off any bad deleterious compounds on top of it. This is extremely important, is eating more fibers. If you can aim for 40+ different fruits and vegetables on a weekly basis, that's a good starting place. So, right, this is actually simpler than it seems. So blueberries 1, avocado, you can throw in some of the broccoli I mentioned, Brussels sprouts. You already got 4 right there, right? Just mix and match. Do a whole bunch of fruits and vegetables every single day, aim for variety. The common American nowadays is only eating like 10 different fruits and vegetables on a yearly basis. That is far from primal and ancestral, and it's causing our microbiome to not be as diverse. The more diverse we can make it, typically, the better off it is doing for our health, our energy, our fat metabolism. So get more diversity in from fruits and vegetables and fibers. Number 3 is eating more fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi. This could be some fermented yogurts. This could be kefir or kefir, they like to say worldwide. These types of foods are chock full of probiotics. I'm even a big proponent of grass-fed, sustainably grown, Raw milk. If you can get some raw milk in, that is extremely potent as well. It's chock full of these probiotics and microbes that are good for feeding the gut. So if you can take care of your gut by getting it from the source, that is the best place to go. Fermented foods are extremely powerful. Make them at home if you can. A lot of the ones on the shelves are lower in the probiotics, especially the ones that are unrefrigerated. So key fact here, if you're going to get fermented food, like the sauerkraut, for instance, or kimchi, look for it into the refrigerated aisle. This is where it's going to be preserving those microbes so they're beneficial for your gut bacteria and supporting your digestion, your fat metabolism, all those things I mentioned previously as well. So get more fermented foods on a daily basis. Number 4 is fasting, right? So it's actually not consuming food, but it's not eating food. I think most Americans nowadays are consuming foods like 24 hours a day. You know, it seems like we're almost eating in our sleep. We wake up, we opt for calories and food. We go to sleep, and within an hour of sleep, we're typically eating as well. So we're only getting, you know, a good 8 hours of fasting. That's not healthy at all. Our ancestors did not grow and evolve to have consistent intake of food all the time. So I'm a big proponent of starting small. Start with 12 hours a day intermittent fasting, and then evolve into 13, 14, 15. You know, you don't have to go cold turkey and hitting up to 16 every day. That can be really hard to start. Start off with fasting, intermittent fasting at 12 hours if you can. And if you got to start at 10 hours, that's great. Start somewhere. The key here is give your digestive system a break. Give it some time to redial. Come back together, build that mucosal lining, and rebuild the microdiversity without food, right? It's so powerful, not even just for the gut health reasons. Fasting in general is great for giving your body that little autophagy boost, which is basically your cellular cleanup crew. So if you can enhance your autophagy little by little every day with 12 to 16 hours, 12 to 18 hours a day, it's going to be extremely beneficial. And if you really want to go super far with this, you can have a 3-day fast once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year, 4 times a year. And that's a great little reset right there. With water, electrolyte, salt, apple cider vinegar maybe can be thrown in there. That's a great way to enhance the fasting as well. So there's a little hack right there, is take advantage of fasting away from food. Very beneficial. And the last on the list, number 5, is supplements, right? In this day and age, I think supplements can be extremely beneficial. Certain ones, quality is key. There's a lot of supplements out there promoted as probiotics, but they're dead bacteria or they're not the right kinds. That is number 1. You know, I think it's super beneficial to equip our body with probiotics and enzymes, digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes are basically speeding up the metabolism of digesting the food, and it helps you assimilate nutrients far greater than not having them. On top of that, the probiotics will help you assimilate nutrients more because you'll increase your diversity. But you have to be consistent with these, right? You can't just take them on and off. Being consistent at least 3-4 months will help you build that integrity of the gut long term. Another key component of this is a lot of us are not going to be consuming those fermented foods on a daily basis. So a good alternative to the fermented foods is a probiotic, right? So that can give you those beneficial microbes that are suitable for you. The caveat is it's hard to know what will work well for you. One probiotic may work really well for another person. Lactobacillus in particular is extremely beneficial. I'm a big fan as well of Lactobacillus plantarum. This is one that's found in P3OM by Biooptimizers. I actually have to say this is one of my favorite probiotics I've ever tested, and I've trialed and errored a lot of different probiotics out there. This one is so unique. It has a patent on it, and it's a proteolytic probiotic, so it can help digest undigested proteins in the colon. So you have a lot of trapped fecal matter in there and proteins. It'll help digest that long term. On top of that, it'll speed up your metabolism and support fat loss in many facets. So give it a go, trial and error, see if it works, see if it helps, see if you have more energy, more clarity. At least give it 60 days. This is a fun one. I really enjoy P3OM by Biooptimizers. And then we go into the digestive enzymes. So these enzymes such as lipase, amylase, which is good for carbohydrates. Lipase is good for fats. And then we have proteases, which is for proteins. So one of my favorites out there is Enzymes by Biooptimizers as well. So P3OM and Enzymes are really powerful. I've been taking this stuff for over 6 months now, and it's made a big difference in metabolizing my protein because I eat a high protein diet, and hence the name Enzymes, right? All the clients I've referred it to notice immediate differences within a couple weeks. It's really, really powerful. It will help you digest and assimilate your proteins, fats, and carbs far greater than without them. Lipase, is great for fat digesting. Amylase is great for carbohydrates. And then we have proteases, which are great for proteins. And they have it's chock full of other powerful ingredients from nature that also enhance digestion. So I'm a big fan of that. Astrozyme is also in there, and that can support your metabolism as well. So it's gonna help with fat metabolism, digesting your food, assimilating, which is super important, right? It's not just about what you're digesting, it's about what you're assimilating and shuttling into your cells. So there you have it, guys. There's 5 key hacks, not even hacks, 5 key tips and pillars you can begin to embody on a daily basis. I'm guaranteeing that you'll feel amazing. The key, elimination, right? Just eliminate the troubling foods. The next one is a diverse array of fibers. Get those fermented foods in. Really, really, really prioritize fasting and taking a break from eating food all the time. And last but not least, if you have to, which I recommend most people in this modern era should, get a probiotic and enzyme supplement in your arsenal. If you got some benefit out of this video, please like and subscribe and share to a friend that may benefit with this amazing gut healthiness. And I will see you guys on the other side. Peace and love.